This is one of the funnest videos I get to make. Oh yes, it is new Supra time. I am currently in Washington, D.C. with Toyota themselves on one of the first test drive experiences for almost all the media, YouTube, all the various news organizations. It happens here now. Everybody's going to have their videos probably launching May 12th at the exact same time, because that's when a media embargo is released, and we all get to share what we feel. I'm not really an automotive journalist, but I am an automotive enthusiast, and I'm curious to see what this car feels like. Oh, I am so stealing that. And then I'm gonna go move back in with my parents and then put that on my door. Here it is, get to drive the new Supra.
Yeah, everybody wants to rush, but sometimes it works out better.
Yes.
Do you want to put your bags in the passenger seat, or do you want to put it in the trunk?
Let's do it in the passenger seat.
Okay. That way when somebody looks in, you're like, not here, not here.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Oh, what?
This is extremely exciting. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's see. Let's use those 14 adjustable seat positions. Where's on the seat? Please tell me the steering wheel is adjustable. Oh yes, oh yes. Extending, yes. Press unlock gear. Here we go. I'm just gonna follow this one and see what happens. Oh, sport mode, okay. Here's just all-out acceleration. Rubber banding behind the guy in front of me. Wow, it picks it up really quick. So I redlined it immediately. Oops. That transmission shifts instantly. That does not feel like an automatic at all, and that actually kind of bothers me. Like it's just right there, just boom, boom. Yeah, you're ready for it. Needless to say, that is a phenomenal drive. I've got that thing squirrely, it handles well, it just feels like it's properly balanced, like almost as if they really were trying to aim to go back to the Japanese feeling of a properly balanced sports car. In third gear, you can't get the tires loose, straight line. It's well thought out. It is purposely throttled to do that properly. But oh my God, what a wonderful experience. It would cause me so many speeding tickets, especially out here in West Virginia and Virginia. That's a great idea. That is a beautiful color right there.
Somebody open the front bonnet. Okay.
Oh. So it takes two to open. Standard Toyota and Lexus vehicles, you just pull the hood release once, but this one requires two pulls. And the reason here is because we have two hood latches, but they've placed a lot of margin for improvement in the body structure. For instance, right here, if you look here, you can see the threaded holes and the indentation already in the airbox. On either side. So with the current balance that we've put together, with reinforcement bars installed there, we found that it was too much actually. So with Herwig, our master driver, who actually calibrated the car, who's here with us today, he was the one that said it's a little bit too stiff. So these are things that we're going to allow, you know, aftermarket and other people to use as updates for the chassis. So if you look at the old Supras, the first thing that everybody did was raise the boost. And of course, they blew their engines right away, and they had a lot of problems and issues with that. So your engine, transmission, differential. So when you raise the power on those, you really need to think about cooling. So in this Supra, he's trying to incorporate as much as possible at this production level to accommodate that in the future. But they made it as big as they could right here, but actually it's too big. And if you look really closely, the bottom side has been sealed. So for future people who are going to tune it and modify it, that part can be added for extra capacity of cooling. And then when you need even more cooling, we have the capped ducts that you can see along the car. On the front, and here's the exit point. And we have it on the rear as well. And of course, the inside ducting you'd have to make on your own, of course, please. So engine, oil coolers, he's added a drain on that, and a space so that you can add a transmission cooler. And he's also allocated space near the differential, so you can, there's a hole for the drain, and space for a cooler there. So our base compression ratio is 11:1. So like that old school thought of, let's go low compression with, high boost, you get really a lot of turbo lag and the response is very bad. So on this generation of turbo style engines, a lot of techniques were coming from World Rally Championship. As you know, WRC, they use restrictors to limit your max power. So the question is, as a manufacturer, then how do you get that advantage? The key is actually getting max boost as quick as possible. So from extremely low RPM all the way to the max RPM, so that makes you the fastest. He's already included reinforcements in the back to accommodate that. So when you look and open it up, you'll find the mounts for the rear wing. The car is really light. When you talk about the weight balance, it's very balanced. It's a very good weight distribution. So
Is there a intercooler?
Intercooler ありますか？これ自体は空です。
Yeah. Our GR cooler is actually integrated into the intake now. So it's actually located right here. It's water and air. It's a heat exchanger in the front and then that one on the engine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can remove these, but there's nothing. You got to make the rest of it. You have to cut the hole here, right?
The roads around Michigan, terrible. And so this car had a lot of development on Michigan roads.
Okay.
Oh wow. Very interesting.
Sorry, no, you have to take a picture first?
No, just taking video of jumping in. Okay. Oh, that's wild looking. This is quite the treat. A full track day in this car. Messing with my phone. Oh my god, that car is amazing. Absolutely a blast on the track. I got it sideways on accident through like an S-turn kind of corkscrew thing, but you can recover it. You can recover it so easily. It is very, very easy to handle.
So if you're ready,
I am ready.
Yeah, so by the way, my name is Dahm. I think they introduced me this morning as well. Okay, I've been working on the Supra since 2012. My previous vehicle was the GT86.
Yes.
And so that's why I have quite a good relationship with Tada-San, and he asked me to join him on the Supra development as well. Challenge then is to allow the driver to not only steer it with the steering wheel, but also use his right foot. So you know that if you release the throttle, that you have this yaw momentum to point the car.
Oh, okay.
Which will then make it easy for you to go on the throttle early and to be very efficient in your driving. No?
I see. Let's be real here. This car is amazing. I don't have a formal relationship with Toyota. I have no reason to be nice to Toyota. Toyota's never done anything for me. But oh my God, this car is just sex on wheels, and it's the experience. And you know what's gonna happen? I can tell you guys already. People are gonna hate it. It's gonna then a handful of people find it kind of cool, and then when it stops making production, all of a sudden everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, why are they're not making it anymore? It's an amazing car." It's gonna hit some sort of cult status like that. It's just the traditional '90s Japanese balanced setup. It's got it. It's all that. It's just modern. And even me, somebody who's been so used to tuning a easier to tune type of vehicle, and I don't mean rotaries. I just mean '90s vehicles had way less going on. We're in the modern age, and these guys can't make cars from that era anymore. That just isn't possible. But this is the right approach, leaving tons of room for the aftermarket community, but then trying to produce the best base of a vehicle as possible. I am beyond excited. It handles when it gets kicked out. You can control it with your foot. You can control it with your steering. It just reacts how you want it to. Thank God somebody's making a car like this.